Plesio, it's just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, it's just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, it's just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, it's just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, it's just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, it's just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, it's just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, it's just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Watching Plesio, it's just like a dream. Yeah, yeah, it's time for the stream. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio stream. Yeah, yeah, don't forget. Yeah, yeah, it's digging time. Yeah, yeah, it's Plesio Stream.
This sure is
Yeah,
taking a
yeah,
while. What is it?
Plesio Stream.
Is this the right thing? Hey, okay, we don't need that anymore because I'm actually not fusing. I forgot that that was even up there. Okay. It has been a while since I have done a stream, hasn't it? It's been at least a while. Hello. We're gonna be playing we're gonna be playing some Overwatch 2, not competitive because I'm suck at competitive. But we're going to be playing just a regular. If you want my competitive, here it is. I think this is, oh yeah, Silver 1. Okay, I'm Silver 1 in support and I haven't been placed in any of the others. And this is my all modes. Sure, why not? Okay, we're just gonna play a quick play real quick. Because, I mean, that's what quick play means, is real quick. We'll just queue for all, just so we find a game quicker. We'll go over here. Hopefully this doesn't like lag my game out or my OBS out or anything like that. I haven't actually tried streaming or recording Overwatch. Well, I've recorded a little bit of Overwatch, just testing it out. But I haven't actually streamed Overwatch, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Yo, Luna bro, how are you doing? It has been a while since I have streamed. With or without Crunch, just in general, I haven't streamed in a long time. I think I've already done all my dailies. Well, most of them. I haven't queued for open queue because that's just stupid. Oh hey, we're going to Adlersbrunn. This is not the
select your hero.
This is not the arcade mode. Alright, we're gonna go that. We'll go Kiriko. Why not? Alright, I think I need to turn down my graphics. Since I'm streaming, for some reason it's going to be laggy a bit, maybe? I'll just turn it down to high. I suppose
I'll
you're doing
find
fine.
my own
What do you mean
path.
by you suppose? Just in general? Is that just your typical
You look
reading of, I
familiar.
suppose I'm doing
Are you the
fine?
loud one?
No! I am Reinhard Wilhelm, the one with the hammer and shield!
But not the loud one. Sure.
Okay, we've got a Widowmaker who's AFK. We've got another Deeps who's AFK. And we've got a tank who is very eager to get out there. And then a Lucio who is just as eager as the Reinhardt.
Let's get this show on the road.
A lot of people don't actually start moving until they hear the 5, 4, 3, 2, which I've noticed, which is annoying for when you're on defense, because then you have to wait a while for them to walk up to you. Look, now they're moving.
Capture objective A.
It's been a rough few weeks, but you're doing better. Yeah, at least you're doing better. I don't know what you mean by rough. I'm a little distracted. But I'm glad it's at least doing better. I wasn't quite paying attention. This is my
Done
first
playing
time trying
around.
to commentate while also playing the game.
You know, it's not always gonna be a top hit.
You're going to want to turn up the mic or turn on the game volume. Oh, shoot, you're right. The game volume is quite loud. Give me 1 second. Thank you for letting me know. Hard to hear. I did not realize how loud the game volume is. Alright, I don't think Widow is the play here. I don't think the Reinhardt was the problem, but you know what? We'll see how Roadhog goes.
Be careful. Thanks for the touch-up. No one.
Dang it. I tried.
Be here.
That was one of our deeps. Not the Widow, unfortunately.
toss you out.
Yeah, I might have to swap off of Kiriko. Although this is just quick play, so I don't really care whether we win or lose. Oh shoot.
Draw strength from nature. Carried on the wind.
Again? Oh, that was a good hook.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Thanks for the deal.
There goes their Sigma. There we go.
Taking the objective. Be healed.
It's just hiding in the corner.
Objective A captured.
Okay. Is the volume fine now? I turned down the game volume. I don't know if the game volume's like too quiet or if it's not quiet enough. But I couldn't really turn my mic volume up anymore. I just forgot that the game volume is really loud in comparison to my mic.
Carried on the wind. Execute.
I don't think these guys realize. Don't shoot Sigma whenever he's in that point. Although sometimes it's just like that. Another Sigma ult. Dang. Where did this Sigma come from? What? Okay. I thought he was out there busy using his ult, but then he came inside to throw a rocket in my face.
No one can hide. Lick my wounds. Let's go. Suppress this target. Carried on the wind.
Oh, dang it. I couldn't. I was going to try and protection Suzu, but then I realized how far away he was.
Restoring balance.
How much health did you just give him? I don't even know. All I know is you got him off the point. How do you feel about Overwatch 2? It's fun. I never played the first Overwatch, so I don't really have anything to I can't really compare it to the first game. But I know a lot of people like the 5v5 format instead of the 6v6. Well, at least the one tank format. Gosh dang it. I just need to hit him one more time. I should have protection Suzu'd and then punched him in the face. Or, you know, just backed off whenever I realized I probably wasn't going to kill him in
Time
time.
to try again.
It's fun, though. Okay. I thought I could get to the Widow, but then she moved. Uh-oh. There goes our Bastion. Did he boop himself off?
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Oh, if only he had that a little sooner. Dang.
I don't give up that
And
easily.
our Widow's
No
not.
one can hide from my sight.
Widow's not doing a whole lot back there.
Hostile here.
Yep, we see. We see everybody.
What's that?
Like, I know my aim's bad, but Widow should. Oh.
Let me balance you
I think I might have accidentally killed that Widow. This is why we're doing quick play, not ranked.
Draw strength from nature.
Wow, he's taking a lot of damage.
My bite is painful. More daijoubu.
Order for your thoughts. 30 seconds.
Little. Oh no, it wasn't early. I just didn't get in it.
Feels like selling, huh?
I couldn't press E in time. Dang it. I tried pressing E, but I thought he was further back.
We're a few punks short of a
Did he
game.
say he's on our team?
Play of the game.
I'm not gonna GG, or I'm not gonna endorse him because he said GG. I'm pretty sure it was partially his job to get rid of the Genji though, and he's complaining that we didn't get rid of the Genji, or other people didn't get rid of the Genji. I should have got more water. I didn't have a lot of water. You've been playing the game a little too much? What do you mean by a little too much? How much is a little too much? Junkertown. I'm probably going to only be support if I queue all, because a lot of people don't like playing support, so they queue not support. We're on defense. Alright, I'll probably just do Mercy. I don't know what. It's like the only thing to play. I mean, that's probably how I am too, but I've probably been playing it too much as well, but it doesn't feel like I've been playing it too much. So I don't know.
With each step, my burden lightens.
You only enjoy it like half the time. I enjoy it like almost all the time. It depends on who I'm playing with and how they're reacting to the game. Because if they're getting frustrated and they're like complaining a lot, then I'm not going to be having a lot of fun. But usually I'm having fun, even if we're losing. You don't have anyone to play with. That's fair. I haven't actually played it solo before today. I always ever play it with at least one of my friends. Crap, I just cornered myself. My friends are gone. I didn't realize I thought they were still gonna be in front of that alleyway. Okay, well, luckily they're still holding them off pretty good. We have another Widow. At least we're on defense, and this Widow's not doing too bad. They already have one elimination. I don't know if they got the final hit or not, but they've at least hit people, which is a good sign in a Widow. I'm pretty sure the other Widow is doing pretty decent too. Well,
We're outnumbered. Careful. Here to help. Not on my watch. Did someone call for it?
Monkey and Reaper. You hate how the ranking system works now? Why do you hate it? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not really any different.
I'd better be more
You got placed in
careful.
Silver 3 when Overwatch 1, you were Platinum and Diamond. I don't think the ranking system is really that different than what it is from what I've heard. From what it was, rather.
Angel at your
But
side.
I think it is pretty broken right now. It's not working properly. Oh crap, that's a... mean, if it makes you feel better, my friend who was probably around platinum or diamond, I don't remember what she said, got placed bronze 5 whenever he first got placed. And it took him forever to get out of bronze. I don't even know if he's fully out of bronze. I can't remember what he was last. We need the speed, Lucio.
No one can Thanks for looking out for me.
Oh, Ryan, what are you doing?
Feeling more
You
powerful.
play. Oh, I almost got away. Who's Hammer? Oh, Luke's. Oh, how do you say so? I don't know. When you play, you either got points from winning or loses. Now you get points from winning 7 games or 20 losses. No, okay. So from what I understand, the points are the same. It just doesn't tell you what you've got until you win 7 times or lose 20 times. That's whenever your rank officially changes. So people, I think they did that from what I understand. So people don't get frustrated seeing their numbers go up and down constantly. Which makes sense because a lot of people don't want to play the game if their numbers are constantly changing. I didn't realize it. That Reaper and Monkey. Okay. Moira and Bastion. I think Bastion's a better pick than Hanzo.
I'd better be more
Especially if you're not getting any good picks. I'm pretty sure it's the same. It just doesn't.
Checking in.
Yeah. Oh, he's going in alone. Don't go in alone. You rushing a zero guard for your life. I mean, everybody's doing that. Oh, wait, this is the other healer saying it.
assistance is appreciated.
Okay, there goes their tank finally. This is a safe res. Problem is that Reaper's probably got his ult already. Again. So we don't want to stay grouped up too much. And yet here we are grouping up. That's not who I wanted to ping. Ah, crap. No. Oh, he's alive. Oh, he just put them all on himself. That was actually kind of smart. Oh, crap. We don't want to be together. Oh, thank goodness for that Bastion. I was getting away because I figured I would have been the highest target for that thing, so I wanted to be as far away from everybody else as possible. Wow, we melted that angry monkey. I'm honestly surprised we killed him so quickly.
This will help you. My servants never die.
I should have gone for the Moira. Actually, Moira will get back here quick enough. Plus Moira.
I'm empowering you. Our combined strength is quite impressive. Enemy over here.
Moira was in a harder spot to res than the Bastion or the Symmetra. I mean, yeah, I kind of like how it is, the ranking system, because of the fact that it doesn't tell you if you, or you don't see how much you lost per game. So then you don't feel discouraged if you go on a losing streak as much as you would normally. Oh, I was gonna res the Moira. Dang it. Oh, that's not quite where I would have recommended putting that, but you know, yeah. We held him for a lot longer than I thought we were going to after how that was going. Is that the dude complaining? Yeah, that was the dude complaining.
Play of the game.
Oh, I can endorse people. The Bastion, I will not endorse him. And the Moira. Because the other dude was Widow for a while and probably getting some good picks, but wasn't helping a whole lot. I wish you could endorse more than 2 people. Because it feels like I'm picking my favorites, and I don't really like picking my favorites.
Now traveling to Paraiso. Prepare your defenses.
Defense
Select your
again.
hero.
I feel like I did pretty good as Mercy. I had some really bad situations that I put myself in, but I did pretty alright. Oh shoot, I didn't even look to see if...
Don't worry.
Okay, I'll invite him after this game. Because I was supposed to be playing with him, and then he started watching something, I guess, from what he said.
More to do, more to learn.
So I'm trying to ask everybody this. What is your favorite animal?
Eichhörnchen. That's German for squirrel.
Yeah, I can see it.
Eichhörnchen. Or whatever she said.
5,
Alright, here comes our Sigma. He's gonna be a little while.
1. Attackers in.
Hopefully our Echo is decent, because Echo is hard to play. Probably one of the harder heroes to play.
Finishing them off.
They also have a Sigma. Alright, they seem to like they kind of know what they're doing as Echo, but I don't think they fully understand? I don't know, it's hard to tell. We literally just started. They killed the Hanzo, so they at least know how to aim as Echo. Oh no, they're in too deep, I can't res them. Oh, they're Ashe now. Might be better. I don't know. Okay. Ah, that's Moira.
Ich sollte schnell zurück.
It's just gonna be the junk in a second. Unless... Oh, Lucio almost got out. Junk, don't go in, junk. Once we have some big plays, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna get the point. Oh boy, I thought I was gonna go backwards.
My servants never die.
What is that melody?
Now. Feel stronger?
Oh, give me the Anna. Okay, she at least healed herself a bit. What was our junk doing? I thought he was a lot closer, so I was going to try and heal him, but he's way in there.
Weakened. Barrier unsuccessful.
Right by you. My damage stands upon you. Not locked in. I see an enemy. How have you still noticed?
How did he fall off? Go. Oh no.
Team kill.
Making a full recovery.
I mean, he got the sojourn, I guess.
I ain't a quitter.
Enhancing your strength. Healing stream connected. My servants never die. Be uplifted.
What is that melody?
Healing spell is upon you.
Oh, the Tracer got stuck in the junk trap. Oh boy, I almost died to the Sojourn plus the Moira Ball. I'm trying to stand still for the Anna to hit me. But I guess she was reloading because she's just kind of staring at me.
Let's give it to him.
Oh no! I cannot res that Ashe as much as I really want to.
The payload has reached objective.
I would have got away if that Moira orb wasn't there.
My skills are still
Dang,
needed.
I'm not sure. Oh, our junk is now Sojourn. Maybe they're better as Sojourn. Because I don't think switching from junk was really... I don't think junk was countered by any of them,
I have
is what I mean to say.
just what I was looking for. This ends now. My healing spell is upon you. My servants never die.
Uh-oh, that's a Sigma. Ryan, what are you doing? Fighting the Sigma, okay. Put up that barrier. Ooh, he got 3 of them. He got the Tracer and then hammered down.
You will be fine now. There's one.
Oh, they have a Widow. was just trying to hit me from that far away. It's fine. Zenyatta, keep your orb on me. Oh crap, that's a widow. Forgot about that.
This will just take a moment.
Strike them down.
Supplying damage increase.
How did that? Oh, they must have lit him up because I'm like, how did that kill the Rhine? Oh, the trace. Okay, Widow saw me too. Dang. I was hoping I could get it. How have I got 11,000 healing? What am I? I don't think I'm healing that much, am I? Reinhardt, stay back here. We're still respawning.
60 seconds remaining.
Oh, dang. Widow's still up there. Dang.
I'm here to support.
Good attempt on the Reinhardt's part.
Keep it tight. Last moments are crucial.
Not much I could do. I tried.
Play of the game.
Dang. Oh, because she gets a shutdown on the Sojourn. Oh, and she killed the Rhine. I mean, Rhine was weak, but still. Alright, I'm just going to cancel the queue and then ask. It's interesting that they've started giving things at like a discount because it's 21% off, but it's just the skin. It's not in a bundle. Same with this one up here. I wonder if they'll ever make the things cost less because I know a lot of people have been complaining about the prices because this right here, $20 skin. And like that's pretty much all they advertise is the $20 stuff. Or yeah, I mean you can buy some of the stuff like voice lines, victory poses. You can buy some of them. The seasonal ones you cannot buy unless they're in the shop. And this the loot boxes. I think the loot boxes were better than what it is now. Because if I'm understanding correctly, you could get cosmetics without spending money on the game, which was nice. Because I know a lot of my friends have skins. Like one of my friends has this. Where is it? Oh, this one. He has this Doomfist skin, and I don't think he spent any money on the game before Overwatch 2. Or at least I don't think loot boxes cost money. One of my other friends has the Satyr Lucio for his Lucio. One of them has the Striker Lucio. What the heck is this? Supposed to be. You have a bunch of legendaries. I think the legendaries are cool, but I feel like they should make them, you know, I think they used to be half of what they are now. I think they used to be like 1,000 or something like that before Overwatch 2. If I remember, if what I was told is correct. Wait, they have Striker. Oh. Yeah, they were. That's what I thought. But now they're pretty much double what they were before. Gorgon. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't realize that this. I haven't really looked at Lucio's skins. Has not said anything yet, so I'm assuming they're not good yet. In the groove. Drop the beat. And then bicycle kick is what one of my friends has, and he's gotten to play the game as Lucio like 2 or 3 times while I've played with him, which is funny. My ultimate goal in life is to get a Mercy play of the game, but ideally I'd like to get that after I've gotten one of these highlight intros. Probably, I like Battle Angel the most, I think. Although all of them are pretty good. Battle Mercy. Like, I'm not going to go full-on Battle Mercy because that's just a good way to troll or throw, but I am getting better at fragging people. Like, I was playing earlier with my friends, and this Sombra decided to hack me, and I turned on him. Or no. Maybe that was a different time. But there was one time where a Sombra killed one of my friends, and then I killed the Sombra, and the Sombra was pretty much full health. I think I killed that Sombra twice that game as Mercy. Okay. Well, I had one of the games I had more damage than our Baptiste as Mercy. He only had like 1100 and I only had like 50 more than him.
I'm in works a server too.
How do I? I'm trying to figure out. I've not done the voice chat before. What is the communication? Is toggle mic mute. Push to talk is this. Oh, that's the push to talk button. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work better because I've never used the voice. I've never used the voice chat in Overwatch.
Yeah, I have it set to push to speak, but I'm in work server right now.
There we go. All right, so what you thinking of doing?
You want to do quick play? That way you can get warmed up or whatever.
Yeah, I've played a few already, but yeah, I'm down for some more quick play. Like, I'm already warm is what I'm saying, not like I'm tired of quick play.
I love quick play. That's no. Can you hear me just fine? Muffled?
What?
Quite muffled?
I don't think you're muffled a whole lot, but you're quiet.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Wait, who do you play on support?
I normally play like Mercy, Zenyatta, or Kiriko right now.
Okay. I'll do Lucio unless we need to switch off. I'll do Mora.
Yeah, if we need more deeps, I'll probably swap to Zen, but I think we'll probably be fine.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
Let's get this show on the
DPS Lucio, so we're good.
Or I could just become Battle Mercy.
Battle Mercy OP. Here, is that better?
More to do, more to
Yeah, you sound better now.
Yeah, I turned up the mic volume.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
5, 4, 3,
I'll cast a spell on
1.
you.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Let's keep each other safe.
How's that for South there?
Maintaining the damage enchantment.
Sounds like they have a McCree.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Sombra. I thought
Alright.
that was the Mercy for some reason.
For some reason, they decided we didn't kill the thing, so
Healthy body, healthy mind. Checking in. Sombra online. You're mine now.
Oh, the McCree.
Attack complete.
remember his name's McCreamy. Damn, I cannot hit the shot.
I'd better be more careful. You call it? Casting a spell on me.
Uh-oh. Okay, Reinhardt didn't go this way. Oh, no.
What goes for him? Oh my gosh. I watched her echo. Have echo. I guess soldier?
Making a full recovery.
Sojourn en route.
Line of sight.
Within my reach.
That's better. Damn it.
My servants never die.
The Mercy's down. That Sombra, though.
Just stop playing.
Zeit für einen neuen Plan.
Helden sterben nicht.
The Sombra's damage is somehow on par with the
Best
McCree's
round
damage.
Lost. Score 0-1.
Don't think Hamster was the play there with the Sombra.
No,
See if they
that's
change.
Amid discord, we will find tranquility.
What about? Good break.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Listen to my prayer.
So did you hear about the glitch for Brigitte where you can still use shield if you whack it with a kitty ghost thing?
The
Unbreakable shield glitch.
oh, I have not heard of that.
Yeah.
The objective is now
Is a
active.
flimsy shield.
Not so fast.
Eggs over you.
Sticks on hands for this thing.
Ah, Reinhardt would not get off me, and I could not outrun him.
The outcome is not preordained. The enemy outnumbers us. Can't get away with this.
Sammy, what are you doing?
Let's thank you.
I do not know how that's going.
I love how our team is completely just okay, it's just straight up just
They're just going in one at a time and dying one at a time.
put up and respawn yet.
Baptiste here.
There you are. Did we get a bot lobby with robots?
Play of the game.
No, I'm not even getting that one.
I think your mic might be far away from you or something, because you keep cutting out. So if I don't respond whenever you say something, it's probably because your mic cut out and I couldn't tell if you were talking to me or not.
Yeah, 'cause- Let's see if that works better.
Oh, that's much better.
I switched to my microphone mic instead of my computer mic, which for some reason is computer mic.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Alright.
Welcome to Esperanza.
Yeah, I had a feeling if we're going to queue all, there's a good chance we're only going to get support because a lot of people don't queue for support.
I don't know, because like playing support in Overwatch 2 has been like a nightmare compared to like Overwatch 1.
Oh, I believe it. I never played Overwatch 1. But I have seen gameplay
did,
from
but it
Overwatch
was-
1.
I did. But like I was like an off and on kind of player.
Oh, yeah. All I know is that the two tanks made things a lot rougher than they are now.
That's the opinion of some people. Combat was like a little bit more slower with two tanks because you're in the main tank usually in an off tank.
Oh,
Three,
yeah, I have heard
one.
the term off tank or main tank before, so that does sound about right. But it also can get a lot more chaotic with 4 tanks on the field and like 2 of each on the field if everybody's there at one time.
The only bad side of having two tanks was double shield, which is what basically killed Overwatch 1.
Oh, he was out of mech. Okay, good.
No way.
Even the teacher can learn from his student.
Ooh, the double from the Bastion.
Wow, Hanzo couldn't hit a shot.
Yeah, I saw him right next to you, and I was expecting you to die at some point, and just nobody else died but me.
Oh no, when I'm Lucy, I have extremely high survivability. Like,
Good Lucios are like nearly impossible to kill.
As one.
I hate it whenever I'm up against somebody and they're a really good Lucio. Oh, the
Yeah, I
double
was
again
behind
from
enemy.
the Bastion. Oh, we just casually got a team kill right there.
Yeah. That's one thing that happens more in Overwatch 2 is team kills.
Yeah, I do like that though, because at least because there's the weekly challenge where you have to get 10 team kills, and that seems a lot harder if there's 6 people that you have to kill instead of 5. Why does this
Oh,
lady
yeah.
doing all the way up there by herself?
I don't know, we should let her fall back, so I'm not gonna run up there and heal her.
Well, I mean, we took out the Diva mech and the Moira from what she did. Oh, wait, Moira's back up. Mercy's almost dead though.
Well, that's fine, we're about to get our tank back anyways.
Ah, I couldn't get behind the bus in time. I guess I could have used Transcendence and saved myself.
That's what I did with my ult, because it was just like, I'm not gonna save the teammates here.
A challenge presents itself.
Yeah, my ult would not save anybody but me from that. And your ult, I think, only saves tanks. Because of the amount of damage and the amount of health, depending. I guess it depends on how close you are.
One death, that's fine.
Be lost without our guidance.
But I've like 3,600 healing.
Destination.
Yeah, you were doing the Lord's work over there.
Oh yeah. Good Lucios both are almost unkillable and like just straight up menaces to society when it comes to healing. I'm not the best, but at least I'm not the worst. I've definitely seen Lucio players worse. Nope.
I'm terrible as Lucio. That's why I've tried Lucio. I have a few hours of Lucio, but I'm not really a fan of Lucio.
Is a flimsy shield.
Play style anyways. But I like it whenever there's Lucio on my team because usually they're good. Because they know what they're doing and I don't.
Oh, I don't.
Oh boy.
I dove the tank for some reason.
Your grasp.
The Zarya is in their back lines.
As long as she can get healed, she's fine in the back lines, because she can take out their healers.
Oh, the Ashe. Okay.
The Ashe is hitting hard.
With the Hog and the Ashe,
Hog's
I'm gonna
gone.
need yeah, I'm gonna need a bit more mobility than Zenyatta. Although Zenyatta is good for taking out Hog. But I think we're fine without Zenyatta. Oh, I couldn't get to you in time.
Oh, you're good. I should have had healing on instead of what I had. I had speed on and I was like wondering like why my health was going down so quickly. I was like, oh no, I'm about to die. My best game I've ever played is Lucio. I ended like I think it was like
You what?
20 and my first like really amazing game is Lucio. I hit 20 and 1
Oh dang. That is
and Oh no, most of them are like those drop kills, like the ones you get when they're on the side.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of people don't have map sense.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of booping spots.
And I use my boots. If I'm near the tank, I move it to where the tank can actually hit the DPS, like if it's a Genji easier.
Let us proceed.
We got the tank.
I'm trying. Yeah, I got it. Oh no! Full hog.
The enemy.
Tank is still alive.
I don't know how she
Oh,
is.
not anymore.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
Yeah. I was trying to stall point and got murked. We're good. I don't really care about my stats.
I mean, I don't really care either.
As long as I see the numbers actually go up instead of down, I'm happy. Like... Whoa. Yo.
There's a hog right next to you too. Oh,
Yep.
oh, the ash behind.
6,000.
Your end is within my reach.
Point?
He did not want to go on that robot by himself because they still had like 3 or 4 of them up.
Oh, okay.
No one can hide my sight. 60 seconds. Surrender to my will.
Hog is down. Good breakdown.
Let's not get too far off point.
Cannot escape me. Such grievous wounds.
10 seconds.
I think it probably would have been better if we didn't push the robot, but
Well, as long as it's like had movement, if they do take it back, then
Yeah.
we'll have some buffering room.
we wouldn't have gone into overtime if we just didn't push it, because then they wouldn't have been able to get there in time.
That is true.
But it's not really something you can easily communicate.
No.
Oh, the Genji.
Backing off. Yeah.
Oh, we almost had him. I almost had the Ashe and then the Moira healed her, and then I got the Moira, and then Genji got me.
Time again to try again.
No more playing around. Stop that robot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's on.
Oh, he got the Ashe.
Swift is the wind, and dim is the night.
Wow, that Bastion ult does no damage to Hog.
Oh, if only he hit that further from point.
As long as we take it back, we're good.
back. There we go. Good holds.
Play of the game.
This is probably what should hit both of us.
Yeah, and that was when I decided to swap to Moira because they had really good ways of getting me without the mobility.
Traveling to Route 66.
Oh, tank.
Prepare your
Oh,
defenses.
one of us is not support for a
Select your
change.
hero.
You're about to see some beautiful tank or Rhine dominance.
That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I'm paying you.
Hey, what?
All
Just
the
throw me a
good-
healing orb when I dive in. We're good to go.
Yeah, that'll keep you alive.
Long enough for me to bail out.
Hopefully, unless they're all on you and you just die instantly.
Pain is inevitable.
That's
I mean,
a
usu-
very.
After the
Usually it's a
trigger
good
pull
enough
lies
to
a
get you out.
blissful eternity until the shot connects.
When I usually don't like dive into their lines too badly. Works was watching me one day and she goes,
Pay for all the
to a
crimes
deck
you've
that
committed.
don't actually like
You're less handsome.
have that bad of positioning dive between lines. That's a meme.
Yeah, definitely. Unless you're like
3.
Monkey, who can get out as easy as he can get in.
Attackers incoming.
Monkey
Oh, yeah,
or
no.
Diva.
Stop the pain.
Oh, they got Pharmacy. And there goes the Widow.
Of course. I'm gonna back off.
Aw, Sojourn got me.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Wow. My health bar evaporated. Oh yeah, Sojourn.
Yeah.
She is so broken.
Yeah. Oh, there goes our Genji.
Like it almost like requires so little skill to actually like play Sojourn.
Worst of it is you need good aim.
Yeah.
Nah. I was trying to distract their backline, and the Sojourn decided to help kill me. Should've got that already, dang. I mean, she did evaporate the Widow right off the
Okay.
bat.
Ryan is not working.
I'll find my own path.
No, Zari isn't the most overpowered, but against like a Sojourn and whatever else, she'll be fine.
I mean, she is probably the most broken tank right now.
Well, it's because they had to make an off tank who was mainly a DPS into an off tank, or to a main tank. And I'm trying to get around. We need a hit scan.
We have a Bastion now. We have Bastion and Soldier.
And they're not hitting the Pharah?
I don't think they're hitting him enough because they still got that Mercy on their back.
So that's the funny thing about a Mercy pocket for a Pharah is... Oh.
The spring flows anew. The payload has reached the checkpoint.
It's too late. stationary targets almost in the air like that. Sorry, my brain's like slow at the moment.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, my shields. Okay. Okay.
Oh, she's got her mercy friend again. She's still back behind.
Yeah, but at least we have a good choke point here.
Balance you out.
Mercy's down.
Alright, take care of the mercy.
I'm here. My gift to you.
There you go.
Oh, everybody but the Pharah and the Mercy if she's up here, but I think it's just the Pharah now. Junk is definitely not the counter for Pharah. If anything, it's the opposite way around.
Yeah, I don't know why we're running junk. Sure.
I guess on the indoor part, it's not so bad because Pharah has very limited airspace, but still.
Well, he set up his turret somewhere that she couldn't get to quickly. It'd be over for her.
Oh, the Torb would be good too. Torb
Well,
is a
he's
good
playing
start.
Torb. And he's not putting up his turret in a good location, I guess.
And Pharah's behind again. She has her ult again.
That fire is popping off.
Oh, our other support was still alive. I thought I was the only one left. I was trying to get back to the Torb.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Just needed a dash of this. Enemy here.
The Pharah has died once so far. Pharah's Pharah's got 6,000 damage.
Best game as far I ever had, I did
Done playing
about
around.
9k if I remember correctly. Like, it was like,
I had a game earlier today where I absolutely was popping off as Pharah, and I think I had 10k, maybe. I don't. It was either 10 or 15. I don't remember if it was that. If it was as high as 15.
I'm just trying to... Oh, wow.
Ooh, that is a Sojourn railgun.
It is a very painful thing, isn't it?
It is indeed. I don't think I've been hit by one yet this game, but I don't want to jinx it.
Set charge up. Because she can charge up and hit you in the same spot she just charged you in. So if like it's all headshot, it's just pure headshot.
From nature.
Yeah. Pharah changed to
Oh.
Reaper.
They're playing all the low skill characters. What the hell?
This ends now.
Ah, the Reaper.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah.
Okay, I learned from that.
Anytime I start popping off, it's like... my damage almost gets like ×2 actual DPS damages.
My gift to you.
That Reaper's probably got his ult by now. He's done quite a bit.
Oh, how did I
Ooh, the
survive?
triple. Alright, it's just the Reaper. I don't know where he's at.
He's gonna come up in our back line. That's what a Reaper does. They come up in the back line.
From nature.
Yeah. And I'm worried that he's got his ult.
I can only save one other person besides myself.
I can use my protection Susie, but it only helped for half a second.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in a junk trap. I could have killed him. But nobody, I didn't know he was there.
Yeah, they added the ping system to the game, but they really, like, no one ever uses it for some reason.
I use it all the time, even whenever I'm just with friends. Because even if I'm like, oh, there's somebody right here, they won't know unless I like physically show them.
Or more whenever the Reaper, like, they were just done. Oh, Hog versus. Careful, Reaper's coming in back line.
Guide you. 60 seconds.
Yep, here he comes. That was unfortunate. I knew it was coming eventually. Oh, the Moira.
I'm asleep.
Yeah, I can't help. Oh, I could have protected Caesar, I guess. The Hanzo and the Reaper are coming to the point. On the side.
Oh, I was dealing with their support. I was in the back line.
Oh, I got sniped by the Hanzo. All things considered, we've held them way better than I thought we were going to after the beginning there.
Well, also stuff's turning around and drawing. And went to the counter that most new players don't actually know. Nope.
Oh.
Not gonna allow that. Oh, wow.
Reaper's behind. I don't know where. I had teleported away from him.
Bounce back.
Oh, they're so close.
Let me balance you out.
Oh, the Reaper. I didn't see him there. I was tunnel visioned on the Baptiste.
Trying to get on point.
None of us have our ults. I should have saved my ult. Dang.
Nah, that was.
That was a good hold.
They just outplayed. Our positioning was like all kinds of weird, so you're just like. You space out just drastically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's when I did that thing for him. I died before I did that.
Oh, and then he gets the mercy before peacing out. It's always when you hit overtime whenever you either win or lose. Like we were holding him for so long we're holding him so well for so long, and then we hit overtime and then they just pushed right through us. It's funny how that happens.
I don't know.
It's just the
'Cause
pressure
usually-
of the game is about to end if we don't do something, I guess.
That or like
Welcome to Hollywood.
usually like overtime happens like right when you're on point usually and you're fighting
Prepare to
the best amount of enemies and it's like, oh well we just now got all of our ults, we're just gonna pop them all right now or some some shit like that where they clear off the point easily.
Yeah.
And it just now hit overtime.
We were close though.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry. I'll be
Wasn't a
right
complete
behind you.
blowout, which is good.
It was there for a second there, like 7 minutes on round 3.
Yeah, I know. It was so high. I'm like, well, this game's a wash. And then
I heard you chased
we just kept fighting, and then, bam.
Making a coward run
Oh.
is no challenge.
We could have used you in the old days.
I've learned a lot from my experience.
So did you hear about the new tank?
Yeah.
From Grotto or something?
Yeah, something that sounds a lot like Zenyatta.
Be uplifted.
He's the head of the null sector or something like that.
He's, from my understanding, a Omnic freedom fighter.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how the null sector was started. I don't really know the lore or anything like that. That was unfortunate that you got anti-healed.
Yeah. Anti-healed as a healer.
Oh boy.
Ah, good. We got the tank finally.
And it's been 30 seconds.
For you to do.
It's probably been more than 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It's just their supports right now, the Anna and the Moira. But it's not gonna be long before they get back. Oh, Reaper's back.
It's a brilliant name for a cowboy.
I'm lagging a little bit, so my pings might be off if I ping somebody.
We're good.
I see an enemy. Boosting your damage.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Soldier and Larissa are getting a little.
Oh, wow.
My servants never die.
Your aid is appreciated.
Tactical visor activated.
What?
My damage spell is
I don't know why they're losing payload. There we go.
I think he was being sarcastic by saying Reaper's hard carrying.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean?
So the Overwatch community, I don't know if you've noticed this yet, is very sarcastic. Like, it is a very toxic community.
Oh, I know it's toxic, but I haven't really experienced too much sarcasm. Normally people are just say it right to your face. Oh.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Oh, there we go. Never mind.
Yeah, they got the Echo turned to Orisa.
I'd better be more careful. Checking in. Let me tend to that.
Just barely.
I barely missed you too because I was switching my music at that point.
Ich sollte schnell zurück.
Oh, our girl just got anti. Yep. Don't push him when you're anti. That is tank 101.
Maybe a different angle.
Damage intensified.
That'll do.
Good Torben this team.
Cover me. I'm here to support. I can fix that.
Reap the rewards you came for.
Enemies
Feeling
found.
more powerful?
Preparing to engage.
Moira, I think Moira is fighting Cassidy right now. I can't really help. He's on his own.
I could deal with
Oh,
it.
he won.
Checking in. Protect the payload.
Oh, Reaper did not win his fight with Zarya and Echo and Anna and Reaper.
Oh!
I couldn't.
I just
barely-
assisted that Death Blossom.
Yeah, I barely could not get away from it.
I moved him onto the payload.
Witches don't die
Oof.
that easily.
I really hope that's not play the game because that's gonna look really bad.
Strength. This will help you.
Moira behind.
Oh, why did I do that? Where is our team at?
Oh no.
Y'all like went off on some adventure or some shit. I was like, what?
Yeah, Moira was fighting Cassidy behind us, and I went back to make sure Cassidy survived.
Wow.
Alright, not as good as theirs, but you know what? I'll take it.
Busy day.
Put a hole in it to where we could get through.
Feeling more
The
power.
payload has reached the checkpoint.
Oh wow. I thought we were pushing.
For you to do.
I play like a tank because I'm not like used to playing a support. Like I will like get on the front line. Wow, that was amazing.
Oh, I cannot res anybody. Oh boy. Yep, this is when Mercy says goodbye.
I'm here to
Nope. I was gonna die because they. Oh.
I think people keep shooting. No, wait, Zarya's not fully charged yet. It just seems like she's doing a lot of damage.
Oh, my supplements.
That is a nano boosted Zarya. Who wanted me?
On the payload.
Anyone care to join me?
Need some assistance? You call it? My damage spell is upon you.
Oh,
Oh, that was good. Good double for Orisa. Unfortunately, everybody else died. Oh, lag.
Treatment ongoing.
Yeah, I was gonna try and res somebody, but. Oh, he got the Sojourn.
Someone call you. Checking in.
Killer! Yeah! That might, honestly, that might still play the game because it was, no, actually, probably not. It was just one kill and it was a shutdown.
Play of the game.
Yeah. It was obviously going to be that Reaper.
yep.
Oh, you
Oh,
put him on.
I moved him on a wall.
Oh, no. I see that now. That's why he was barely able to get me. I would have been fine. Dang. I mean, it happens.
Well, I thought I had enough, like, I thought I was doing enough DPS to actually kill him. That's why I booped him. Or at least someone was gonna target him when I booped him.
Oh yeah. I wasn't paying attention to his health in the
Oh, you know, his health was like at like a fourth of his health bar. I was like, oh, I can actually kill this guy. And it's like, no. Because
Yeah. He used it right as you booped him, so it saved him probably.
But remember, he gets a leech for each one of the hits he gets.
Oh yeah. So he probably shot. Yeah, he survived because of that.
Because when he was popping his ult, he was, you know, ripping through health bars, and it was like getting more health than anything else. A lot of people forget that ability of his. Like it's.
That's why he's the main like tank counter. Like he's a good counter for pretty much any tank. And a lot of people forget that. Like I don't think there's really any tank that he's not really a good counter for.
Ryan. Like, Ryan doesn't have as big a head as the other ones. Most of the other tanks have bigger heads, so bigger hit, like critical hit.
I'll be right behind.
Yeah,
Hitboxes.
but I mean, if he gets pinned by Ryan, then he's dead.
Just one more mission.
But I feel like he could still out heal enough of the Ryan's damage.
Nah, because usually when I'm like 1v1ing a Reaper, it takes like still 3 hammer swings to kill him. But they go down quicker than I do. Or save Lucio.
Plus, he's got the big old shield, so if the Reaper gets too far away, he can just shield and walk away.
Not as quick as I used to be, but I'm still the fastest gun in the New West.
5,
Our tank is AFK.
3, 2,
This will be interesting.
Let's go.
attack commence.
I mean, it's just quick play, so. Oh, he's here. There goes the Ash. Oh, they have a Symmetra.
I am taking the objective.
Uh-oh, Ascetios. Uh-oh, I got hooked.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I didn't realize you guys had died, so I was going to try and cap the point, and then 4 of them were coming for me, and then the Echo died.
Witches don't die.
Excuse me?
He's a Reinhardt main, I'm guessing, so he's probably going to complain like that. It's always the Reinhardts for some reason. Heal as best as I can if there's not a hog on us.
Yeah, I put him to sleep and no one came back to hit him.
Okay, thank goodness for the Echo.
My servants never die.
Ash is dead.
Yeah, but her Bob isn't.
Yeah, but he's not on the point, so we can still cap it. Oh, Bob was just barely off the point.
Awesome. There, I haven't got Nano, second Nano on running. Or would you like a Battlefield Mercy Nano?
I've already used my ult, so I probably shouldn't. It'd be better if I had my ult. Better mobility.
He was so far up there, he's about to blame us for not healing.
Oh no.
Healing stream connected.
Aw, Lucio got me.
be more careful.
I had a game earlier
Right by you.
with a rando was the Anna, and I got supercharged twice as Mercy from the Anna. I'm pretty sure they were both accidents. Either that or the Anna was me.
Awesome.
It was hard to tell.
Okay, I cannot come out of there without dying.
My servants never die.
Okay, at least we killed the hog before they could save him.
My healing spell is upon me. I need that.
Lucio did him.
There's much for you to do. I am moving.
Yeah, why isn't anyone on the payload?
I jumped off to res the junk and I didn't realize I was the only one on it. Oh, that is a
Oh, oh my gosh.
That was an interesting time to try and use your ult. Oh, I don't have any more dead bodies to warp to. Ah! Oh, I couldn't get away.
Oh, don't worry. Oh, that was you that died. I was like, oh no.
The Echo was just barely out of range for me to get to her. She's around a corner.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
Alright, at least we know there's no Kiriko hog ults right now.
Oh, that's a disgusting ball. Why would you hit him when... You deserve that death.
Okay, well, Bob is dead at least.
Yeah, I slept him, so...
Oh my goodness, he sniped me with that hot hook. Yeah, I think... Hugh slept for a little bit too. I think they just wanted to kill Bob for some reason.
Like, if someone puts up Bob to sleep, if you let him ride up the entire sleep, he goes away immediately, because it's just... I don't know what it is with people.
Anytime
But a
I
lot
wake
of these new
somebody,
players...
anytime I wake somebody up, it's usually because I was shooting at them when the person put him to sleep. It's not usually because they were asleep. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, I think I can kill him, and then I end up not being able to kill him as quickly as I thought.
My servants never
Where is this
die.
Echo going?
Always, dude.
Okay, I got the Reinhardt back up somehow. I didn't realize there were so many people in that hallway, but they didn't see me.
Oh, I barely missed that sleep. Thank you.
Lucio's somewhere behind. Yep. Soldier season though, we don't all have to jump. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure Soldier had full health.
Ooh, that is rough. Luckily, he shouldn't have a hook in time for that. Okay, I didn't realize that cooldown was so short.
Yeah, it's like 10 seconds, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but that surely that wasn't 10 seconds.
Oh, that
Maybe-
was definitely 10 seconds.
Was that 10 seconds?
Don't die that
That seemed like it was
Yeah.
shorter. Maybe I was moving a lot quicker. Well, I like how he's spamming that he needs healing, but he kept moving side to side, so it was harder for you to hit him.
What?
Oh no, you guys died.
No, that Bob and Kiriko was like...
I don't think I've ever seen Bob Kiriko before.
Oh no, my health bar was gone in a millisecond.
And he has auto aim. Also, our Echo unfortunately duplicated on accident.
Of course.
Oh, Reinhardt's talking.
This is fun.
That's a problem. Oh, nice.
My servants never die. There's much for you to do.
I accidentally gave it to him.
I think it's gonna work though. Yeah, because the hog decided to ignore the Rhine, who was on a hair of health. Oh no! I fell off the map. Oh, I'm back! Thank goodness the soldier just barely went to the edge of the map. I forgot there's a big ol' hole right there.
Seeing those clips on TikTok where the oh, it's gonna be that Bob because it
Yeah,
is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you saw how fast I was going?
I didn't stand a chance. I went out there after I rezzed the did I res somebody? I don't remember. I went out there and I died basically.
Oh yeah. So
I
was
rezzed.
like,
That's right. I rezzed the Echo and then the Reinhardt followed me for some reason, and then the Kiriko Bob happened and he blamed us for separating, which I don't think we would have stood much of a chance against the Kiriko Bob.
no one stands a chance against a Kitty Bob. I think it was blitzed.
It was in a really good spot too. There was nowhere to really have any good cover from him where he was. Alright, I can probably do one more game. Ah, Elder's Broom.
Prepare your
Oh, I'm the
defenses.
tank. Oh,
Select
we're on
your
defense.
hero.
I really wanted to play Junker Queen, but she's probably not as good for defense.
I can try and keep you alive if you want to do Junker King.
Well, we have a Hanzo and a Widow. I should probably be somebody who's a bit tankier. I like playing Junker Queen, but I like playing Orisa too.
We find strength. My heart is strong, and my javelin is sharp.
This beat will heal you up.
Hello, wherever they hide, we will dig them out. Sally.
Another day, another mission. Man, I'm so excited. I'm on top of the world. Get into this groove.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not count. Attackers incoming.
Oh, they have an Orisa of their own.
Counter, watch this. Bet their healers aren't as good as ours.
Oh, she's so low. Dang, the Mercy on her back. Bastion's down.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Oh. Oh yes, Mercy.
Nice, thanks. That was awesome. Yeah, I have no heals.
Oh, I didn't have the mobility to get out of there.
Enemy turret located. Objective lost. Lethality level increased.
I had speed on.
Team
Here, I got a solution to our problem.
Moira by your side. I learn from my mistakes.
Oh. I'm gonna
Oh,
die.
that bastion. Oh, okay.
I was trying to get rid of the backline. I was hoping somebody was still with the Orisa.
Nah, I was caught up healing you. You almost died there for a second.
But did the Genji just deflected the Orisa's spear back into her?
Yeah, you didn't know they could do that?
No, I knew that you can do that, but I'm like, how did the Orisa just get pinned? And then I realized that we have a Genji.
Wait, are we running Genji Hanzo? Oh, no longer. I don't want to bring shit on.
This is just a better Orisa than me.
That's alright. We literally had no hit scan. We had 2 projectile units.
We had a Widow, and they changed to Genji.
I really don't count her as hit scan personally.
I mean, technically she is, but she doesn't shoot very fast, so...
of the game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Nice.
He deflected another spear in the play of the game.
Yo, that Genji was popping. There's a mini game called Genji Volleyball, which is really fun.
Okay, well, that one was fast, so I can do one more.
Okay.
Traveling to Nepal.
And yep, sounds bad. Neither of us were deeps the entire time.
Oh, one of us hit each tank.
Yeah, that was weird too.
Because that's actually the one that has the most people like filing for it. I don't play Kiriko. I haven't played her.
worry, I'll be right behind you.
Stay in sight, and I'll keep you safe.
Such potential.
They're looking longingly into each other's eyes.
2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
I wonder why it is that Kiriko, Genji, and Hanzo all have wall climb.
I don't know. I guess because they're kind of all ninja-esque.
Would that also be technically racist on Blizzard's behalf then?
Well, I mean, not necessarily. It's more of stereotyping than racism. Stereotyping.
Is that one and the same?
It can be, but this is stereotyping against ninjas, not stereotyping against Asians. Because Mei can't climb up walls, and neither can Diva.
So, here's the So here's the thing about all three of them. They're all three Japanese.
There's that too. Oh, 3 symmetric turrets. Ah.
Gosh, those melt bars.
I didn't realize that they slowed you down so much. I thought I was stuck in a
If there's
Sojourn.
3, it melts you.
Medical technology is truly extraordinary. You call it? The enemy turret ahead. Watch yourself.
Oh, we actually don't have anyone that really complements Kiriko's ult.
I'm being attacked.
Monkey can be pretty good with Kiriko's ult, but
When he's in his rage form.
yeah. Oh, you're just saying in general. I thought you were talking about in their ults. The freaking.
You're really good at placing those turrets. I'm gonna switch off.
I'd better be more careful.
Yeah,
Why?
you got the 3 turrets right there on the top of that gate.
Helping you up.
Why isn't anyone trying to take care of him? Why are our DPS always incompetent?
I took care of 2 of them, but then I got obliterated by the people shooting at me.
Witches don't die that easily.
They're literally running the word like low skill comp out of any comp.
This will help you.
They have 2 turret units.
Oh, I didn't have my revive ready. I could have had that Winston revived too.
Well,
That's not ours.
watch out for the kill. That's what a lot of the community call it is Choker on Coom. That's what Works called it anyways.
What is it called?
Choker on Coom. When he uses ult.
Oh.
I literally boo paired to death. That's amazing.
I mean, of all the people you should have done it to, I'm glad it was the Symmetra.
Oh no, Symmetra 100% deserves it. Just for playing Symmetra, you deserve all the hate you get.
Best round lost.
It is an interesting question, Solibra. I don't think really any of
Watch
them
out for
are
everything that's slow.
hot.
It's amazing.
They're kind of, you know, fictional video game characters. I mean,
So
I
they
can see why
said,
people would be attracted to Junker Queen, but
And the next coming updates that, like the next coming seasons, that Lucio is essentially going to be replaced by a support unit.
can be replaced.
But they're going to be like that utility that he'll be replaced.
Oh,
Because he's like the ultimate versatile support.
5,
he is pretty good. Yeah,
2, 1. Round 2.
like yeah, I can
The objective.
see why people would Solibra, but I would not consider myself that way towards Junker Queen.
I have empowered
Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize the Bastion was low.
And our monkey dived in with no support.
Well, cannot res you, I just res the Bastion. Sorry, monkey.
Monkey deserved that death though. Like, he went in with no support and he knew damn well he was not in US LOS.
Oh, she's... yeah, there you go.
must return to my post. I'm not a fan of setbacks.
Turret ahead. Use caution.
Oh boy, my gun is glitched.
There's much for you to do.
Yeah, I love that Mercy visual glitch that happens.
My damage spell is upon you.
Yeah, where her gun is just constantly cocking. Or shaking. I don't know if it's actually cocking.
This will just take a moment.
All
smash the
3 of her turrets. How about Mercy? How about Mercy?
I'm lagging. What the heck just happened? Oh my goodness, I'm lagging so badly. Yep, my gun is still glitched. I don't think that was a part of the lag though. I think that was separate. Widowmaker, don't.
Alright, let's get the Trogon off the edge. Watch out for the Coom.
Oh, there's still a turret on the point.
Look at the rippers. Oh.
Oh.
Defeat.
Play of the game.
That's where he killed me in.
Oh, he got the double group on you guys.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Lucio. I wasn't paying attention to the feed.
He either did that or he got the final hit on. Alright. Well, make that the last one because I gotta hop off too.
Yeah. It was fun playing though.
Yeah, anytime.
We had our good moments and our bad moments.
Yeah.
It'd be better if we had a... Yeah. You had to go, I think. It would have been better if we had more than just 2 people. Having 2 people is a little rough when you're queuing for all because you're usually just going to get support. But you know what? It is what it is. My stream frames are kind of dying a little bit too. So I am just going to... I was ending the stream anyways. But we are going to do this first. Here, I'm just going to close Overwatch. And then I'm going to go to this one. Nope, that's the wrong one. This one. There we go. Whoops, I forgot you can see my desktop. Okay. We're going to also turn that off because it's... I don't remember doing... Where is desktop? Oh, right here. Okay. So now we're going to go raid Works, who is also playing Overwatch 2. They're doing comp though, and they're a lot better than me, so their gameplay is going to be a lot better than mine. So, anyways, hopefully I'll play. Hopefully I can play some more of this in the future. I really enjoy this, but it's hard for me to find times to stream. I'd made the time for today because I'm like, I want to stream, so I'm going to stream today. So thanks everybody for coming around, and I will see you next time. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye. Boom. The heck? I thought there's music. Where's the music?